My name is John Barrow. I'm a chief technologist for Thales. For us, we had a lot of disparate technologies that were spread around to different sites, and it was the ability to converge a lot of different data and platforms to a single common platform that we could then scale horizontally and vertically. It is, and with the partnership that we have with NetApp, and also to a certain extent with VMware, whenever we've had a problem, they've been super responsive to us. From the snap mirroring technology to the NSX platform that sits on top of FlexPod, they've been almost as good, if not better, than the integrator that we originally worked with. Scale for us was really important. We were taking multiple data centers across the US and Canada to consolidate them to 2 regional data centers, and we didn't want all the out-of-pocket expense up front, so we knew with the FlexPod, again, we could scale out as we consumed more of those smaller data centers. The time to be able to answer our call and the time to get to a technician that's understanding what we're telling them. Maybe they aren't able to actually help us resolve the problem, but they're knowledgeable enough to tell us what to do to prepare to talk with a tier 2 or tier 3 type person. And then from there, the ownership and to the resolution, and then the follow-up by our account executive. I think that we were early adopters, and I think there was some complexity involved, and that's where I think that a good integrator partner is important. I think, again, we're a little bit ahead of the curve. I think the market's matured since then. And since the first FlexPod, the second and third one got easier and easier for us to deploy. We're self-sustainable in that configuration portion of managing it and then the ongoing operation. At this point in time, I don't have a lot to comment on there. The next evolution of what we're doing is going to be disaster recovery and business continuity between US and Canada. So ask me the question again in 6 months and maybe I can give you a different answer. Yeah, we're in the process of finalizing what we think our ROI was. So we looked at VxRail, we looked at the FlexPod, we looked at going to different managed service providers, including going to AWS directly. And the FlexPod gave us a quicker time to get up and running. The actual cost and negotiation was on par, if not better, than other things we were looking at. And the labor to operate it is about 30% less than we anticipated. My relationship with NetApp goes back, I want to say about 6 or 7 years, maybe longer. And my account executive was really on point to make sure that what we were buying wouldn't just sit on a shelf. What we were buying was actually being used relevant to best practices. He came in on a quarterly basis with a scorecard and a report card to say, are we on point? Are we doing the right things that we should be doing? Are we paying attention to the right things? And that built up a different sense and perception of what I think an account executive should be. And of course, they're the technical engineer that is supporting them as well, facilitated a very successful relationship between NetApp and us. So it became a very strategic relationship and almost like a partnership. And I value that. And I never really had to rely much on technical support because they were always on point before I needed to go and make a call outside of them. Well, I think that I would have to rate it a 9 because 10 would just be nirvana where I just press next, next, next and it's done. I know life's not that easy, but maybe someday it will be. But as far as the technology, what I'm looking for, it's still at least 2 or 3 points above the next competitor.